Okay. Okay. My name's Laura Cardona. I don't know. Some of you may know me. Some of you may not know me.
Ella se llama Laura Cardona. Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres?
I'm from White Plains, but I was born in Colombia.
Okay, ¿podrías decirnos algunas de las luchas de las que Dios te ha liberado y te ha ayudado?
Well, I don't know. Not many people know this, but I used to be addicted to cocaine.
No sé si unas personas saben, ella estaba adicta a la cocaína.
It started off with marijuana.
Empezó con una marihuana.
And then it led on to pills, and then it led on to cocaine and other stuff.
Y luego la guió a las pastillas y la cocaína y otras cosas.
God really delivered me.
Dios la liberó a ella.
He kind of found me in a place where I was at my rock bottom.
La encontró en un lugar donde estaba en la roca al final.
I went through a lot, my mom, she signed a paper at the hospital that the father I lived with my whole life was my dad, but he really wasn't.
La mamá de ella firmó un papel en el hospital que el papá estaba ahí, pero en realidad el papá nunca estuvo ahí con ella.
So my dad was, he adopted me because this lady had wrote it down that he was a dad and he didn't want to leave me on the streets.
Él la adoptó porque una señora le dijo y él no quería dejarla a ella en las calles.
So I kept on living, and when I found that out, I fell into major depression and very bad anger issues.
Ella siguió viviendo y cuando se enteró cayó en depresión y en problemas de enojo.
Honestly, I feel like God delivered me in the most, to me it's a crazy way because how I went down, it was, my dad got hit in the head and he lost his memory, so.
El papá de ella se golpeó la cabeza.
Me pegaron. Me pegaron.
Oh, algo le pegó en la cabeza.
And he lost his memory.
Y perdió la memoria.
The only thing he can remember is taking me to rehab, getting me out of jail, going to school, and picking me up because I was dismissed,
Y lo único que él recuerda es sacar a la hija de la rehabilitación y sacarla de las prisiones.
And I remember that one day I wanted to die, I just wanted everything to be over. And I took all the pills that were in my house. I just swallowed them and I cried to God.
Un día ella quería morirse y se tragó todas las pastillas que estaban en la casa y habló con Dios.
I told him, why did you bring me here?
Y ella le preguntó, ¿por qué me trajiste aquí?
What else is left for me to do? What else do you want from my life?
¿Qué más tú quieres en mi vida?
And the next day, I was still alive. It was like everything I took, he still wanted me alive. He wasn't going to allow me to die, He had a plan for me.
Y a pesar de todo, el siguiente día ella todavía estaba viva y ella reconoció que él tenía un plan para ella.
When I was, in my depression and anger issues, I burned myself on my arm.
Cuando ella estaba en los problemas de la depresión, se quemó el brazo.
And you know what? Now I used to be like ashamed, like people would look at my arm.
Y antes le daba vergüenza cuando las personas le miraban el brazo.
But now I know it's a battle that I won against the devil.
Pero ahora reconoce que es una batalla que luchó con el diablo.
It's a sign, it was like I can show this off as a reward. Like, God, I went through this, and I went through depression, and I burned myself, and I did drugs. But you took me out of that because of your unfaithful love, because of his unfaithful love, because of his grace.
Okay, ¿cómo cambió tu vida después de eso que Dios hizo en ti? ¿Cuáles fueron los cambios? ¿Cómo fue tu vida diferente?
Well, I went to the altar crying. You know, I had nothing else to do, nothing else to live for.
Ella llegó al altar llorando, no tenía nada más por qué vivir.
And God he just touched my heart.
Y él simplemente tocó su corazón.
He said, you had to be taken everything away
Le dijo, tenía que quitarte todo
so that you could see where my love is, so that you could see that all these things of the world, they're not where you belong.
para que tú comprendas que todo lo que está en este mundo no es donde tú deberías de estar.
He told me one day, he said, Laura, you know, are you ready for your life to change? Because it says in the Bible, you know, I have plans to prosper and not to harm you.
Él le dijo un día, Laura, ¿estás lista para que cambie tu vida? Porque la Biblia dice que Él tiene planes para cambiar y prosperar. Regresando a lo que tú dijiste de tus padres, ¿qué pasó con el cambio que ellos vieron en ti?
Well, my dad hasn't, you know, he's not fully there, but I'm praying to God, and I know that he's going to answer my prayers because he answers your most deepest desires. And if I do what he wants me to do, then, you know, he's going to fulfill that.
El papá de ella no comprende bien lo que pasó, pero ella ora y está segura que Dios va a cambiar lo que él tiene. La última pregunta, en pocas palabras, ¿qué le darías con un mensaje a las personas que nos estás compartiendo tu vida y que nos están escuchando?
God put us here to, you know, expand his kingdom. And it says in the Bible, seek his kingdom first, and then everything goes after. So as Christians, we're supposed to help other people grow, you know, fall more in love with God. And God came here to serve. So he's telling us the same thing. We came here to serve for him, you know, help each other out. Because there is a world that doesn't know that there is a God out there that loves them. So, you know, the verse that I stand on is, for when my mother and father forsake me, the Lord will still rescue me. So whatever issue that it is that you're having right now as you're sitting in these chairs and you're just, you know, you're thinking, oh, I'm going through the struggle, God will get you through it. You just have to seek him and seek his word, and how he said to his apostles, he was like, stay awake and pray so that you won't ever be tempted. And that's what we have to do, you know. We have to pray to him. And that's all he wants. He wants our souls, and he wants everybody else's soul. Because this is a spiritual warfare. This is a battle we have to win. You know, every day we struggle. But with his help, he will strengthen us, you know. He will guide us, and he will provide a way out.
Gloria a Dios. Démosle una ofrenda de palmas al Señor nuevamente por la vida de Laura. Gloria a Dios. Dios cambia, Dios transforma. Ahora yo le voy a dar tiempo a Mario. Él tiene una parte muy importante de